Hey everyone! Today I want to dive into a fascinating aspect of Japanese culture that often leaves people intrigued and sometimes confused. It's about how Japanese people communicate and why they sometimes seem to lie. But not in the way you might think. I'm talking about Honne and Tatemae. You might have heard these terms before if you've been studying Japanese or living in Japan. They refer to the way Japanese people often separate their true feelings from what they say in public. Tatemae refers to the facade or the opinion that you show to the outside world. It's the socially acceptable response, the words that maintain harmony in the group, even if they don't necessarily reflect what you are really thinking. So let's give you this one business example. Imagine this. You're in a business meeting and you propose a new idea. Now, instead of getting a straightforward rejection like, no, that won't work, you might get a nod and a polite, that's interesting, let's consider it further. Now, on the surface, it sounds positive, right? It seems like they're open to discussing your idea more. But here's the catch. Sometimes that let's consider it really means no. They just don't want to say it bluntly. This is Tatemae in action. It's not a lie, but it's a way to avoid conflict or hurting someone's feelings. Instead of rejecting your idea outright, the response keeps the conversation open and polite. However, for those not familiar with the communication style, it can be confusing. You might walk away thinking your idea is under consideration, when in fact it's not. So Tatemae is not just present in one-on-one interaction. It's also reflected in corporate culture. For example, a company might publicly state, we changed our product for the health and well-being of our customers. But behind closed doors, the honne might be, we had to change the product because we were losing money. So the tatemae or public face is all about customer care, but the true reason, the honne, is more financially driven. This balancing act between honne and tatemae is common in many aspects of life in Japan, especially in professional settings. Now let's talk about honne, the polar opposite of tatemae. Honne is your true opinion, the thing you're actually thinking but probably won't say out loud, especially not in formal situations. It's your inner voice whispering, I don't agree with this at all, while your mouth says, oh, that's an interesting point. Expressing honne can be tough in Japan. So much so that there's a popular phrase, honne o haku, which literally means to vomit out your true feelings. That's right. Being honest is compared to throwing up. This shows how hard it can be for Japanese people to speak their thoughts openly. There's another phrase, honne o morasu, which means to leak out one's true feelings. Even the language around honne suggests that speaking the truth is something that doesn't come naturally or easily. Now let me give you a few examples to make this clearer. So one is, your Japanese co-worker invites you to a party but you're really not interested in going because you have other plans or you just want to relax at home. So tatemae would be, suimasen, chotto yotei ga atte. You're politely declining the invitation without giving the real reason. You don't want to offend your co-worker, so you go with a soft excuse. And the honne is actually, ikitaku nai desu. This is your real feeling. But saying this directly could hurt the relationship, so you use tatemae to keep the harmony. Another example is, a friend asks for your opinion on an outfit they're wearing, but you don't like it. And you still say niyattemasu ne. You give a polite compliment to avoid hurting their feelings even if you don't like the outfit. And even though your honne is sono fuku wa chotto, you can actually use this honne, but you want to say you don't like it, but being too direct could damage your friendship. So you stick with a safer comment, like saying fuku wa chotto. Now another example is, your manager criticizes your work and you feel frustrated. And still, you say Goshido arigatou gozaimasu, kaizen shimasu. Even if you disagree with the criticism, you respond politely to maintain professionalism. Even though your honne is kono hihan wa futo da. You feel the feedback is unjust, but voicing that opinion directly could create tension, so you keep your feelings to yourself. Now, why do the Japanese prefer Tatemae? Why is Tatemae so common in Japan? It's all about maintaining social harmony. Japanese society values peace and smooth relationship, and Tatemae helps avoid conflict and keeps things running smoothly. Honne is usually reserved for close friends or family members, people you trust not to judge you. So Tatemae is a strategic way to navigate complex social situations without stepping on anyone's toes. It's part of the reason why Japanese interaction can sometimes seem vague or indirect, but once you understand this, it becomes easier to navigate conversations. So what can we learn from this? Honne and Tatemae are more than just ways of speaking. They are essential parts of Japanese culture that help maintain social harmony. By understanding this balance between truth and politeness, we can gain deeper insights into how Japanese people communicate, both in personal and professional settings. Next time you're in Japan and hear a polite "let's consider it," just remember there might be a lot more going on beneath the surface. Thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts experience with Honne and Tatemae, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.